Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. I'm John here on track two. Today, we are very privileged. We have Victoria, who is dialing in all the way from Nigeria. And I think it is way early morning as well, Victoria. How are you, Victoria, today? Hope you are good.
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you, Victoria. So, Victoria will be taking us on this very interesting topic called incorporating AI and automation. And specifically, we will look at Power Automate as the catalyst for streamlined workflow. This is something that really intrigues me because I never knew that you can actually do that. So, hopefully, Victoria can show us a little bit more on how do we actually get this done. So, Victoria, over to you. If you can just share your screen and we can get started as well. Thank you.
Okay, it's morning my time, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're joining. My name is Victoria, and today we'll be looking at incorporating AI and automation, Power Automate as the catalyst for streamlined workflows. Yeah, just a brief introduction about me. I'm Victoria Erogunaiye, a senior Power Platform developer at Ashem Limited, a Microsoft's most valuable professional, a Microsoft certified professional, and a Microsoft certified trainer. Some of us might be wondering, oh, we've said how can we incorporate AI and automation? We've heard a lot, a whole lot. Everyone is talking about AI. And how can AI be beneficial to how things can be done or processes can be automated in your organization? Decisions should be made not on assumption, but rather on data. And AI is also a tool that leverages on data, artificial intelligence, doesn't work alone, is backed up and works with data. So today we're going to be looking at how automate, that's the Power Automate, can be incorporated with artificial intelligence and how your workflows can be streamlined. On the agenda today, we'll talk about what is Power Automate, benefits of AI in workflows, integrating Power Automate with AI. We'll look at some real-world use cases, best practices, some future trends, and we'll be handling questions. So let's jump right in. What is Power Automate? Oh, a second, please. Power Automate, formerly known as Microsoft Flow, is a cloud-based service provided by Microsoft. It is a workflow automation tool that I think something went wrong with the slide. Okay, yeah. Power Automate, formerly known as the Microsoft Flow, is a cloud-based service provided by Microsoft. So it is a component of the Microsoft Power Platform. And the Microsoft Power Platform, I'm sure you would have noticed why are we hearing power, power, power everywhere. So yes, the Microsoft Power Platform is a low-code, no-code tool that Microsoft has provided for us to be able to automate business processes. And to automate business processes using the Microsoft Power Platform, you don't need to be a pro developer. Yes, to get things done yourself, you don't need to be a pro developer. The motive or the drive behind this is this. Most times we have day-to-day activities, day-to-day business processes in the organization, and users, process owners would wish that they can actually get these things automated. To get these things automated, we'll probably have to reach out to developers, and this will take a very long period of time, starting from the information gathering stage to the development stage, deployment, and onboarding. Well, Microsoft came up with the Microsoft Power Platform. That's a tool that already exists, and it is a low code, no code tool. You don't have to write so many lines of code. Yeah. And what you write are Excel-like functions. So the Microsoft Power Platform would allow you automate processes, business processes. Most of us have heard of the Microsoft Power BI. This is a component of the Power Platform, and it is the most popular one. We have other ones, the Microsoft Power Apps, the Microsoft Power Automate, yes, and the Microsoft Virtual Agent, which as at last week, name has been changed to the Copilot Studio. So the Microsoft Power Apps is the component of the Power Platform that allows you to create your UI and your application that your users would interact with. While Power Automate is the one that does the underground work. It is the workflow automation tool that allows you to create automated processes. It also allows you to integrate those processes with other applications, third-party tools and services. It allows you and allows your business to streamline repetitive tasks. Are there tasks you perform every day, every week, every month? The Microsoft Power Automate can allow you or your business to streamline those repetitive tasks. While you streamline those repetitive tasks, you would be able to improve productivity, and you have more time to spend on strategic tasks. You don't have to spend time on tasks that can be automated. This would also allow you to reduce manual errors. We might be wondering, oh, what's the power of automation and AI? What can automation and AI do? I think yes. Okay, we have our slides here. What can automation and AI do? By leveraging AI in workflows, organization can actually achieve faster and more accurate data processing. There's no human errors. You can also make intelligent decisions. You can enhance customer experience. AI-powered workflows can automate data extraction, sentiment analysis, predictive analysis, and lots more, enabling business to gain valuable insights and also to improve overall efficiency. Because when your business is efficient enough, you have more productive time to yourself. Integrating Power Automate with AI technologies such as the Microsoft Azure Cognitive Services or a custom machine learning model can allow your business to unlock several advanced capabilities. This integration would also enable tasks like natural language processing, image recognition, sentiment analysis, and it would also empower your organization to automate complex processes. Yeah, complex processes can be automated. I'm sure some of us might be wondering, oh, but we said it is a low code, no code tool. Yeah, it is a low code, no code tool, but can be extended, and you can also empower, you can also automate complex processes and extract valuable insights from unstructured data. What is the role of Power Automate? Yeah, some of us might be wondering what exactly we've been mentioning Power Automate, Power Automate, Power Automate. What exactly would Power Automate do for me? Power Automate would handle email notifications for you. You don't have to manually send out those emails. Power Automate will handle data synchronization for you. It will handle approval processes. It will handle form automation and also handle data extraction. These automation capabilities can significantly reduce how much time we spend on daily tasks. It can also reduce manual effort or human errors. Yes, the human errors we experience while doing stuff manually, while carrying out tasks manually, can be drastically reduced when we automate our processes. We also have more free, valuable time to ourselves. And for also employees, to focus on more strategic tasks. You don't have to now spend so much time doing activities that can be automated. Power Automate and AI. Describe it, build it. Microsoft recently introduced the Power Automate Copilot. And just like the name is, Copilot, you're moving or driving a plane and somebody is assisting you to do that. Creating flows is the foundation of Power Automate. And now you can describe what you want to automate in a sentence. And an AI-based copilot would build your flows for you. Yes, you heard me right. An AI-based copilot will build your flows for you. You don't need to start searching or guessing. You just have to describe it. For example, I need to automate a process of sending an email to every customer at the end of the week. So probably give them a summary of their purchase for that week and appreciate them, thank them for doing business with you. All you have to do is describe, explain in words to Copilot to say, I need to do the same way I've explained it, explain it, describe it to Copilot, and Power Automate Copilot would build the flow for you in seconds. Now, aside just building the flow, you have the privilege to edit or modify what Microsoft's Power Automate Copilot has done for you. The new way to create flows run on OpenAI codecs and also AI model descendant of GPT-3 that can allow you to translate natural language to code. In this case, allow you to translate natural language to Power Automate Cloud Flows. This is the same technology behind the GitHub Copilot, and we have been privileged to be in this world at this time, in this century, to experience this. So if you need to learn more about this, you can just make your research on the Power Automate Copilot. And the keyword here is describe it, build it. This was just released, and I tell you, we've gotten our hands engaged with it, and you would see the gravity of the exploit. Yes, you can perform with that. I would also be giving us some real world use cases. Some of us might be wondering, okay, what exactly can we use the Microsoft Copilot to do, or the Microsoft Power Automate rather to do? Firstly, you can use it to automate customer support. Secondly, you can use it to automate your invoice processing. You necessarily don't have to do your invoicing manually. You need to send an invoice to a customer. You don't have to do that manually. The Microsoft Power Automate can help you. All you have to do is have maybe the AI tool, that's the AI builder, to scan your invoice, more like you're trying to train your model so that it's aware that this is an invoice. And subsequently, when users or customers send their invoice, all it has to do is scan through that invoice and extract, process the data from the invoice. You can also do social media sentiment analysis. Your organization has social media presence and you're trying to see what benefits or what if you need to push in more ads to the social media channels, or which of the social media channels is getting more activity and engagement. You can use the social media sentiment, you can do rather the social media sentiment analysis using the Microsoft Power Automate. These examples demonstrate how organizations can across different industries, yes, leverage the power of AI and automation to streamline workflows, improve customer satisfaction, and drive business growth. Because that's the major thing. Most of us are into business, or everyone is into business for growth. It might be financial growth or non-financial growth. But the key word here is growth. And with the Microsoft Power Automate incorporated with artificial intelligence, you can drive business growth. Because what's a business without growth? You would apparently, after some years, have to close down your business if there's no growth. Aside the fact that we've spoken about Power Automate, how it can be incorporated with AI, we are also going to look at best practices. Yes, we're trying to automate processes. And if you joined the keynote session, if you listened to the keynote session, one of the things that we aren't getting right now is how best to automate our process. Some of us are scared, we have fear of automation. But yeah, to get it right, you have to perform some best practices. To minimize the benefits of Power Automate and AI, it is essential to follow best practices, such as carefully designing your workflows, regularly monitoring and optimizing processes, ensuring that data privacy and security is key in your business. You can also provide proper training and support to employees so that when they get these things up and running, they have the right knowledge to perform those tasks. By providing and adopting these best practices, organizations can also ensure successful implementation and long-term successes. Implementing Power Automate and AI may come with challenges, a lot of them, such as data issue, data quality, data irregularities, integration complexities. Sometimes you want to integrate with some third-party tools outside the Microsoft body, and you're looking at how complex it would be to integrate it. There's also the challenge of change management. However, these challenges can be overcome by establishing data governance. Yes, if you also joined the keynote session, you would have heard when we spoke about the Center of Excellence. Yes, so challenges like this can be overcome by establishing the data governance processes, leveraging pre-built connectors. So in Power Automate, we are privileged and opportune to see and to have connectors. Connectors are like bridges to connect to third-party solutions. Sometimes as developers, we see this as endpoints or APIs. And in Power Automate, we have this pre-built connectors. You can create custom connectors for solutions that don't already exist, but we have pre-built connectors. And to be able to overcome these challenges that you might be having, sometimes leveraging the pre-built connector would work. You can also provide comprehensive training for people in the organization and also take up comprehensive training yourself. The Microsoft Learn is the medium for you, or is a Microsoft school. We call it the Microsoft School. Anything you want to learn can be learned there. And you can also promote a culture of innovation and adaptability, because if you're looking at bringing automation into your business and also incorporating automation and AI, you also have to cultivate the culture of innovation. You also have to promote the culture of innovation, because if you have fear of automation or fear of innovation, you wouldn't be able to carry these things out the way you want to. And also adaptability. These tools, as humans, sometimes when new things are shown to us, we try to push back. We're not so used to it. But then we should be open-minded, promote the culture of adaptability, so that employees or everyone in the organization can adapt to new tools. So yes, in conclusion, Power Automate and AI offer immense potential to revolutionize the way organizations operate. And by leveraging automation and AI technologies, businesses can streamline processes, they can improve efficiency, they can also increase growth rates, they can gain a competitive edge over other competitors. So would encourage you to embrace the power of automate and AI to unlock new possibilities and also drive your organization towards success. Success is the goal for most of us. Growth is the goal. It might be financial, it might be non-financial growth, but yes, an organization is looking towards growth. And to embrace automation, to embrace the incorporation of automation and artificial intelligence, your organization would grow. What's the future? The future of Power Automate and AI in workflows is promising. We can expect advancements in natural languages processing. We can expect advance in computer vision. We can expect advance in predictive analysis and also in hyper automation. As an AI technology, and as AI technologies evolve, organizations would have to even more opportunities to optimize their workflows, because yes, technology changes every day. And for you to be part of the change, you have to be part of the change. You have to join the moving train. And in order to do so, you have to learn. Yes, you have to upskill while the trend is moving. And as AI evolves, you have to optimize your workflows. Today, you might build a workflow that would carry out 4 activities and it would have 4 steps. And tomorrow there's an update. You should be able to update your workflow in such a way that the steps and processes are streamlined, actions are taken faster, the time it will take to run a process is now faster, and that way there's growth in the organization. There's even growth in and improvement in the workflows you have done. Also, as AI technologies evolved, decision making in organizations would improve, because right now you don't have to gather those data yourself to make decision. The analysis can be done for you using AI, and you would make the decisions faster. And as AI technologies evolve, it would also drive digital transformation. Currently, a lot of organizations still use paper in their organization. They want to issue out invoice, they use physical paper. As AI technologies evolve, you would go paperless. You would drive digital transformation right from the top person in the organization to the, I don't want to say to the least person, yeah, but to the low staff person in the organization. Everyone is aware and conscious of digital transformation. Everything is done in the right way. You don't have to be bothered about or how many human errors we would have in this process. All human and manual errors is taken away from the activities that happen in your organization, from your day-to-day process in the organization. So yes, AI is the future, and for you to join the moving train, you have to up on the train right now, because the longer you wait, the later you wait, the more far you need to catch up. So yes, we'll be going on into the answer and question session. So I don't know if we have questions there.
Victoria, so much for sharing us the deck or your thoughts on this so-called topic itself. Allow me to check the question, and then we will project them for you to take them on. Right. Question number 1. In your opinion, what would distinguish the Power Automate from other automation platforms? That's the first part, especially in the integration of AI. Could you share your thoughts on this one, Victoria?
Okay, so firstly, Power Automate is not in silos.
Okay.
It works with the Microsoft Office. So if you have the Microsoft Office, depending on your license, you also have the Microsoft Power Automate.
Right.
And if you need to extend, you can now acquire more license. And now I'm sure most of us are aware that Microsoft is a partner to, or a stakeholder rather, in the OpenAI, an AI organization. Now, Microsoft has used a lot of AI tools in all their activities, in all their tools.
Yep.
Now, we have AI almost everywhere. We have AI in Word, AI in PowerPoint. So it is a very seamless integration. And that is one reason why Power Automate is different from other automation tools. Number one, it is not in silos, it is integrated with your office as long as you are on the Microsoft Office 365. And after that, you have the ability to work with a tool that a stakeholder in the OpenAI has access to or is the owner of.
Right. So I think that's a very, very key point, right? So if our participants are concerned on this integration part, right? Because if you look at the other tools, I think Power Automate is very unique, like you mentioned, Victoria. It's fully integrated, right? It's like you don't even have to plug and play. It's there, right? And using the Office productivity tool, I think that's a big advantage in that sense. Fantastic. Let's have a look. We do have another question here. Allow me to project it. This question is from Zach. Zach is asking, in terms of user interface and user experience, right, Victoria, how intuitive it is for Power Automate for somebody who is non-technical, who wants to leverage on the AI capability on automation itself. Could you share a little bit on your thoughts on this?
Yes. So I earlier mentioned that the Microsoft Power Platform is a low-code, no-code platform. Yep. So you don't have to have so much technical background to handle it. So to even inform you, I have a degree in banking and finance, and today I'm a Power Platform developer. So I don't have a technical degree, and I'm a Power Platform developer. So it is a tool comfortable to and convenient to anyone, technical or non-technical.
Right.
You don't have to have a technical background to be able to use it.
Okay, so I think Victoria, you are a good example. Somebody who is non-technical like me. I come from a technical background. I was trained as a mainframe programmer, but unfortunately not doing that today. I think that's a good case that you have made in point, saying that with your background, which is non-IT technical, and if you can actually learn and actually apply Power Automate, I believe, Zach, I think you should give it a try. As Victoria was explaining, right? If you already have the Microsoft productivity tools, very likely you already have Power Automate at your fingertips. So the next thing, I think, like Victoria was saying, you just really need to give it a try, learn the technology and apply it. We do have another question, a last one, Victoria, allow me to project it. Right, so the question is, what consideration should a business keep in mind when integrating Power Automate AI capabilities into their existing workflow or the IT ecosystem? Could you share some guidance on this one, Victoria?
All right, so before you look at automation or before you integrate AI rather into your existing automation tools, one thing you should have to look at is your business goals and values. That's like the most important thing, because everything we do is to arrive at our business goals and objectives. Yes. So the main thing you should look at, the main consideration you should look at, is this tending towards our business goals and objective. After that is done, then you can now decide, because if something is not tending towards your business goal, you wouldn't spend so much time and resources on it. So that's what I have to say about that.
So I think that's very, very practical, Victoria, in that sense. Just to let the audience on today's session know, from Cybian perspective, we do provide a free half-day workshop to do what we call a discovery workshop to see how automation can be aligned to your strategy, to your business needs in that sense, and whether it is the right move for you. Because there are a lot of companies when we're going to do a bit of a consulting, and actually we found out that, hey, actually automation is not right for your specific business or even for the industry in that sense. So you may not want to make that change. But if you're interested, do reach out to us on what we call email on info@cybian.com. All right, Victoria, I don't think we have any more questions at this point in time. Really want to...
Oh, I think I see one.
You see one? Okay, sorry, there's another one.
Yes.
Sorry. Yes, let me project. I think there's another one just came in. My apologies, I missed that. Right, the question is, what is the best strategy to make people embrace digital transformation? Now, this is, I think, slightly away from our topic, but I think we'll take it from a C-suite to the shop floor employee. So basically, we're talking about the CXO level all the way to the people at the front line, right? So can you share a little bit of your experience, Victoria? How do we do this?
Okay, so there's really no best way because different organizations have different set of people. Yep. Yes, there's really no best way. But then, firstly, during the presentation, we spoke about promoting adaptability.
Yes.
So you need to communicate. That's like the first thing. Communicate to everyone in the organization. Have a session to say, okay, we're bringing on an automation to this particular activity in the organization. This is how we do things here, but we're looking at bringing automation into it. Everyone would be open-minded. So you don't come to enforce it down your throat. Communicate with them at the beginning or before, yes, at the beginning. I don't want to say before onboarding. At the beginning, because at onboarding, the solution has been built already. Make people's water for the solution, server for the solution. At the information gathering stage, just tell them we're having this process automated. I want us to look forward to the day everything will be completed and done. Everybody is open-minded. You have day-to-day or sequential sessions with them so that everybody's mind is open. There's really no particular strategy that works for everyone. But I believe that communication is key.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And based on my past experience, when we go and talk to organization about digital transformation, again, I echo the same sentiment, Victoria. We always tell the client that you need to openly communicate so that the team doesn't start guessing what's going on. Yeah, so you are right. We need to communicate. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out in the course of consulting with some of the companies, right? A lot of people ask us, what if people don't want to embrace this digital transformation? I normally tell them, right, there should be two groups of people in your organization. One group will be embracing that transformation, and this is the innovation team that will really take the company forward, like adopting automation. Now, there is also another team that we need to, perhaps they are a little bit reluctant, I should say, slow in adopting. Now, this group of people, normally we would recommend for the organization to keep the lights on, because you need both group of people. Not everybody will be on one side, so you need to have that two groups of people while the first group is actually making stride or adopting new ways of doing things, right? The digital part. But then you still need the old way of doing things as you slowly transition across to the new way of doing things. So normally we say that, look, be conscious of that. Be aware of the two groups. We may have a different needs or may have a different point of view on the digital transformation. I hope that helps in that sense to our audience on asking a question. Let's have a quick check. Do we have any more questions? Right. I think we don't have any more questions. Right. Okay, Victoria, again, thank you so much again for joining us today in actually enlightening us on your point of view in that sense. Yeah. And just to share everybody, yeah, that's Victoria's LinkedIn profile and Twitter account. So do stay connected with Victoria. And just to remind our audience, we have the next session coming up soon on track 1. We do have Nicole, who will be talking about how do you upskill for AI and automation right in 2023. That'll be an interesting one. And of course, in track 2 here, where I'll be hosting, we will have Sean, who will be talking about SEO in the age of AI. Again, Victoria, thank you so much again, dialing in so early in the morning from a beautiful land of Nigeria. I wish you all the best, and we thank you again for joining us, Victoria. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
No worries, Victoria. We hope to see you again soon. All right. Thank you, everybody.